Yeah, it's not a fun experience. You've lost your magic, then? I've figured that bit out. Erebus said it'll be a year before I can access it again. He also said any info unlocked by the mark will take a while to work through. It was the same for me. Took about 15 months to fully understand everything in my head. Did you have messages from your parents in your head too? I asked. Mordred shook his head. No, I had no need. I know who they are, and I've always known who my mother was. Did Erebus say anything about what to do when your power returns? Be somewhere uninhabited? Make sure you do that. I didn't realize until it was too late and destroyed a warehouse. When your magic returns, you'll have full use for about a day, then it dies down. You'll need to relearn some stuff. It's not a quick process. Untapped incredible power, but at the cost of a year or more with nothing. Always give with one hand, take with the other with magic, isn't it? Mordred laughed. You need to come with me. There are some things you need to know. I'm in a pair of shorts. Can I have a shower and get changed first? Oh, sure. Shower's over there. I think Hades said something about clean clothes for you in the drawer. I looked over at the door, which presumably led to the shower, and the light blue chest of drawers. I'll be 20 minutes. Take an hour. Have a long shower. You're going to need it. A lot has happened. Mordred left me alone, and I went for a shower, making the powerful high-pressure water as hot as I could bear. You feel up to a little company? Celine asked from the doorway. I opened the glass door to the shower. I'm achy, but I'm sure I'll manage. She dropped her robe to the floor, revealing that she was naked underneath, and stepped into the shower. An hour later, I was clean, dressed, and in need of something to eat. Celine had helped me with my T-shirt, as my body was still incredibly sore and stiff, but the shower and company had done wonders to lift my mood. Hades wants to see you, Celine said, kissing me on the lips. I missed you. Probably not as much as Tommy, but it was a close thing. I laughed. I hand-soloed him. I wasn't sure he'd forgive me. I think it might be the proudest moment of his life that didn't involve Casey being born. I laughed again, and it caused me to wince. Ribs hurt. You want me to kiss them better? I'm not a machine. Celine smiled. I'm glad you're back. I was worried. We all were, except Mordred. He kept coming in here playing you his extensive list of video game soundtracks. He said it would help, presumably because he expected you to wake up and tell him to piss off. So if I start humming Mario, it's his fault. Good to know. Celine led me out of my room and down a corridor that wouldn't have looked out of place in a hospital. There was no one around, no one working in any of the rooms we walked past. It was like a clean ghost town. What's going on? I asked, as we entered the lift and Celine selected the floor for the main hangar above. For the last 4 months, you have made lightning strike this facility 832 times. You created a storm that sat just above this facility. People know you're here. People we trust. But Hades, Mordred, and Elaine had an idea to ensure that their knowledge of you wasn't a problem. What idea? Celine sighed. Blood curse marks. The lift doors opened as I was stunned into silence. I looked out across the hangar and saw hundreds of people all watching me as I exited the lift. There was a cheer and round of applause, and I did this weird, uncomfortable wave thing. Because what the hell else were you meant to do when hundreds of people started clapping at you for no known reason? What the fuck? I whispered. Tommy bounded toward me and picked me up in a bear hug. Bones! Fragile, human-powered bones, I whispered. He put me down and grinned. It's good to see you. Mordred said you were essentially human now. I'm sorry you've lost your magic. It'll come back, but it's a little weird, knowing it'll be a while. I looked beyond him to Olivia and Casey, both of whom waved. Several other young men and women stood beside them, and I knew that they were members of Tommy's ultra-secret task force, which he'd put together before Arthur had taken over.